Okay, you are a monarchist who is outspoken on politics, so I think it'll surprise people to know that you were involved in the machinery of the U.S. government during the 1980s.
I were, for a short time.
Working for a congressman from New Mexico.
I did.
What was that like, and did you learn anything from your experience there?
Yeah, his name was Joe Skeen. I didn't work for him very long, just a couple of months in the fabulous summer of '82. He was a great man, brilliant man. Put his constituents before anything else. He had won initially through a write-in candidacy.
Wow.
Defeating both the Republican candidate in the primary, who had the backing of the party, and the Democrat. He was, this is an English phrase, but he was a backbencher's backbencher.
Okay.
He was not interested in political office. He was interested in doing whatever good he could for the people of the state of New Mexico. And I'm honored to have known him as briefly as I did. I'm proud of our short association. Having said that, it was the summer of love, the real summer of love, not the phony one in '67, but the summer of the Page scandals in Washington. When Congressman Studs and various others were called on the carpet for their sexual relations with male pages.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah. And that was when I learned that the age of consent in the District of Columbia is 16 by act of Congress. So, I learned enough to know that I did not want to work in Washington. Having said that, it is still my favorite city. Well, not my favorite, but it's one of my favorite cities in the country. I love D.C. It's like a repository of Americana. There are the many institutions of various kinds, museums and libraries, and gosh, it's like the whole country concentrated. There are all sorts of wonderful things in the city. And I love the Capitol building, the White House. They're beautiful. It's only the creatures that inhabit them that I have problems with. It's kind of like, I think, if someone could have taken an architectural tour of Minas Morgul, if you can get past the Nazgul and the orcs running around, it's a beautiful place. Look at this fine stoneware.
Wow.
So I'm sorry, I really can't say much more than that. I do love Washington. I love the city. I love the layout. I love its history. It's only its present that's horrible.
Okay. Okay, so is that all you'd like to say about your time at the...
Yeah, I mean, what can I tell you? I remember when I told Mr. Skeen I wasn't going to be able to work there, he said, well, I'm going to be sorry to see you go, but I can understand why you wouldn't want to work in a bordello. And then, seriously, it was an eye-opener. I mean, frankly, it was like being in Hollywood. It was like being at home. The difference being that the parties I would go to, instead of where it's here, everyone you'll talk to is on and on about their ins with different producers and directors. There was their ins with different congressmen and senators and judges. I mean, the fellow who came up with the phrase, Washington is Hollywood for ugly people, he really had something there. So, I mean, I figured if I was going to go through all that drivel, I might as well come home. At least here they're pretty.
Yeah.